Hey guys, Tom Films. Today I have another video, and today we are going to... Hey guys, Tom Films. Today I have another video.
Oh my god! Go! But anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye. Go! Testing. Hello? 1, 2, 3. Hello everyone. Hgcu Films here. Oh geez. There we go. I think everything is working. Today, we're taking a look at a very, very, very cool Garry's mod. I was gonna do something else for the stream today, but I decided not today. I'll do that probably next time I stream. Today, we're looking at a Gmod mod. If you read the title, hold on. Oh my gosh, there we go. Now where is this window? There he is. Let's make sure it's below everything. So, there we go. Setting this up. Alright, I gotta load into the Garry's mod first so I can actually see the window. So you guys can see the window. There you are. I think it's picking up the sound. Alright, well here we are in Garry's mod. I'm going to be showing you all a very cool mod called Half-life Resurgence. This was made by one of the, I guess, top dogs in the Garry's mod community, I'd say. DrVreg, sorry. He made the VJ base, basically. There's also a few other people behind this. I believe the person who made the CPT base, yes, is also behind this mod, and a few others that are quite popular in the community. But basically this mod does its best to recreate every Half-Life NPC from the first Half-Life game, the second Half-Life game, which is Half-Life 2 technically, the Half-Life 1 sequels, Opposing Force and Blue Shift, and as well as the episodes, I believe. Yeah, it does. And also cut enemies that were going to be in the games, which I think is pretty cool. And they've all been updated to this new base. So, yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. And we're going to basically be showing all of them off. I decided to do this in a live stream because there is so much to cover here. And I thought it would be, well, better to just have it in a live stream format. And of course, if you missed the live stream, you'll see this review afterwards. Let me just make sure stream is still running. Last time I streamed, it kind of died in the middle of it. Nope, we're working. We're going. Alright, so let's just get started with these NPCs. There's a lot to look at. Again, we're gonna start with the Half-Life category. First, we got the A flock, which I believe is a Zen ray, manta ray-like creature that was cut from the game, if I'm not mistaken. And there it is. See, it's just a very small stingray-like enemy. It's not even an enemy, it's more of an ambient. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. But if you spawn multiple of them, they just kind of look pretty. There they go. And they kind of flock together, it seems. Yep, look at that. That's actually a really nice touch. They actually flock together. Let's see if you spawn one over here. It's going to head towards the flock. It's very nice. And they only have... Oh, excuse me. Oh, jeez. They only have 25 health. They do have sounds. Oh man, I felt bad for doing that. But yeah, they don't do anything, even if you attack them. And also a nice detail with these NPCs here is the ragdolls disperse gibs and blood particles when you throw them around, similar to Half-Life. And you can actually, if I show you here, you can actually break the ragdolls because they have health, just like Half-Life, which I think was a very nice detail that they added. And then of course you got the gibs, which you can interact with. Kind of. You can throw them around if you want. But anyways, next we have a posing, well, I guess Half-Life NPC, the Apache, which is a helicopter. This is the oh jeez, this one is very cool. It will just try to shoot you. You can take cover, just like the game. It does have missiles that are homing though, which is the opposite of cool. And it'll... Oh hey, welcome Enrico. But yeah, this thing is absolutely crazy and very fun. Obviously not to be on the other end of it, but it will hunt you down. And it has the exact same model from Half-Life and the same behavior. And of course, you can use the rocket launcher to take it out. So let me just spawn a few of them in here. Oh jeez. It doesn't seem interested in those manta rays, which is fine. Oh, I forgot this one doesn't home and on its targets. This is not the actual Half-Life. Let's just use Half-Life Source. As much as I don't like Half-Life Source. Yeah, this one actually homes in on its targets though, which is what we need. Oh jeez. And as you can see, it's just opening fire upon me. Ow, it does a lot of damage. You gotta keep moving with this thing or you will be dead. It's almost down. Oh jeez. I don't know where our rocket went. It kind of went out of orbit. Out of range, rather. Oh god. Okay, just one more. As you can see, it's smoking just like the game. Oh. That didn't work out too well. Hello, Enrico. Thanks for joining the stream. Where are you? There we are. Just one more rocket should be enough to take it out. And it went out of orbit again. Oh, it's coming back. I think. Ah, dang it. Not for long. There you go. Just like the game, you can blow up the helicopter. And it explodes into a bunch of pieces, which I think is a very nice touch. Next we have the alien controller, another enemy from Half-Life. Spawn it in. And these guys are really fun. You fight them in most of the later game levels of Half-Life. And they're basically just these little, well, controller aliens that like to fire a large range of, projectiles at you. This is the common projectile, but they also open their heads. I think that they do this during the Zen fight, I think. The final boss fight of the game, if I'm not mistaken. But they aren't too difficult. They have their standard def animations from Half-Life, but then they also have their ragdolls, kind of like Half-Life Source, which I think is a great, I guess, touch. So the ragdolls are really fun. Oh yeah, if you slam the ragdolls down, they explode. Just a little violent, but it's very fun to play around with. But yeah, they're not that. Oh yeah, the explosive crossbow. They're pretty fun. And you can just explode the ragdoll. Next we have the alien Grunt. Now, this is a heavy hitter in the game. I do not like this guy. I mean, I like his design, but these guys are super annoying. And as you can see here, the weapon they fire shoots these little hornets and they home in on you. Which is the opposite of fun. But yeah, the model is quite faithful to Half-Life. Again, I like how they use the actual Half-Life models. Ow. But yeah, it just eats you apart. I could also be using some of the weapons that this mod comes with. Where are you? Let me just find them real quick. I think they're in the BJ base tab. Yeah, here they are. I know these are Half-Life 1, so I'll save those for when we look at the Half-Life 2, I guess, category in this mod. Oh, they actually have the herd animations too. Let me just grab this. This is his own weapon. I just use it against him. Never mind, my hornets don't like him. Ow! And yeah, you can't really do anything with these hornets until they just die. But yes. Very not great face. But yes, very fun nonetheless. Uh-oh. Almost. Oh, there we go. He exploded. Now we have his head. For whatever reason. But yeah, that's really nice. I like how they included the Gibbs. Next we have the Alien Slave, or the Vortigaunt. These guys are also really annoying sometimes. But I like their everything. And they aren't as annoying as the Alien Grunts. So I'm fine with them. But yeah, they'll run after you and fire their beams at you. This is before the Vortigaunts became your friend. As they are slaves. And didn't realize the power of the Freeman. Oh gosh. But yeah, not too hard to handle. And again, you can annihilate them. Let's make TF2 sounds. That's weird. Half-Life Source, what you doing? There's the sounds I know. But anyways, next we have the Alpha Bull Squid. Now this was a cut concept enemy. Oh, cut enemy. I think this is the model that it originally had. There's going to be alpha versions of a bunch of different enemy types. We have the Alpha Bull Squid here. Ow. For comparison, we can look at the Bull Squid now. This is the Bull Squid. This is the normal Bull Squid. As you can see, they both fire. The Alpha Bull Squid has double the health and appears to be almost double the size as well. You can tell it's alpha because the Bull Squid model is a little bit more, appears to have a little bit more polys to it compared to the Alpha Bull Squid, which is fine. They're damaging each other. But yeah, I'm gonna die. They also have melee attacks if you get close enough. Ow, as you see, he just kind of bit me. This guy has a bite and a tail swipe, as you saw. you'll do it. Yeah, see? But yeah, they're not too hard to handle if you have the Colt Python. Oh, Half-Life, you can shoot them once and they'll usually die. And these guys were never in the game. They were cut, unfortunately. Would have been kind of interesting to see, like, different versions of enemies. See, there's step animation. But yeah, too bad these guys were cut, but this guy doesn't even have eyes. And the model is a little weird, but I think it looks cool. And then here's the bull squid we all know and love. I like the bull squid a lot. Very scary when they sneak up on you. Now that we looked at the bull squid, we can look at the alpha headcrab. This is another cut enemy, as far as I know, which is just a big headcrab. Now let me go grab the two other versions of the headcrab. We have the headcrab and, oh god, the baby headcrab. Ow. Now the alpha headcrabs don't look like they can infect humans. And then the baby headcrabs are just babies. They can't really do anything. Well, they could, you know, kill you. Oh, jeez. Oh, the alpha headcrabs seem to just kill you in one hit. He only has 20 health. Ow, jeez. These guys are insane. Alright, let's get away from him. He has 20 health. The baby headcrab probably only has like 5. 5, yeah. Not too hard to handle. But these guys are spawned by a much larger headcrab we'll look at later. And these guys only have 10. The headcrab is an iconic enemy. And again, with all these ragdolls, you can damage them with crowbars. And, you know, annihilate them. It's pretty fun. Yeah, get away from me, alpha headcrab. And here's this ragdoll. Again, a little more low poly than actual headcrab. Definitely interesting. Beta headcrab-ish design. But yeah, you can stay down there. Next, since we looked at the headcrabs, we can now look at the alpha human grunt. Now I'm gonna ignore players for a second. So I think they come in, yeah, there's only 2 models, it seems. Did not mean to spawn him. But yes, as you can see, here's the alpha grunt, which is a little more low poly. As you can see, a little more robotic-ish in behavior. Maybe. Here's the normal human grunt from Half-Life that we all know. Which comes in many different forms. You can see here, some have gas masks, some have little ski masks. And here's basically where the alpha Hgcu soldier kind of went. Here's the alpha. See, it's a little lower, low poly-ish. But yeah, these guys will annihilate you. Let's get rid of some of them. 1 alpha and then 1 normal grunt, which can have a MP5, or if I can spawn one. Not getting one with shotgun. There you go. And there you can also come with a shotgun. Let's just... Ow. Knew this was gonna happen. They're just unloading their rounds. And they throw grenades just like the game. But yeah, these guys are not your friends. As they try to hunt you down in the game. Ow. Alright, we need some firepower. You have all the lines from the games and the particles, which I think is really nice. And if I can... Jeez. I spawned in some props. I think they do duck behind some. I spawned some. Just random props. And then... Yeah, there's someone ducking over here. Let me just grab my shotgun. Yeah, as you can see, they're kind of just chilling out, shooting me. Let's give them a taste of an RPG. As you saw there for a second, they actually gib as well, which I think is a nice touch. because giving these guys in the game is really fun. It's just... Oh, you can take off their heads. Did not realize that. Yeah, this, oh god. There's the death animation for him. Did not know you can take off their heads. I don't know if that's a beta concept or an opposing force concept. Oh wow, that was nice. That's pretty accurate to the game. But yeah. You can take these guys out quite easily. Not too big of a problem, I'd say, compared to some of the other fellas we're gonna look at. In numbers, they're absolutely horrible. But when they're alone, it's alright. We're gonna see those guys again later, because there are a few versions of them. Next we have the Alpha Scientists. There are a few different scientists. As you can see, the scientists in alpha form are pretty interesting. Just like to walk around. And then the scientists, you know, later evolved into these guys that we all know. As you can see, their walk animation was a little more. What would the term be? They're definitely covered in like alien guts and blood and stuff. Well, these guys always stay the same throughout the game. If you hit them, you run, and then they don't like you anymore. Oh yeah, they're not. There's an alpha death animation. But yeah, so it's very interesting that we were able to see like how these enemies evolve. Hey Wolf Gamer, welcome to the stream. Then also there's some other scientist types we'll look at later. But here's this scientist type. Screaming at me. They're also going to be taller. Well, they've grown to be about the same height as you are.
No, I don't want to die.
It's kind of funny. But yeah, it's nice to see how these guys evolve. But yeah, they both have death animations. They're very similar, but you can see the differences. Let me just clean up the map because it's getting a little... Actually, no. You guys will be here because I'll probably need you guys as like test subjects later. As you can see, they have their sound from the game, which is very, very nice. Next we have the Alpha Security Guard. Ow. Yeah, they're hostile to me because the scientists don't like me. Let me grab the final Security Guard. Yeah, they're just gonna be shooting me. Because the scientists don't like me. I'm kind of glad a lot of these alpha models didn't transition. I think the bull squid might be one of the only models that I might prefer a little bit more, maybe color-wise. Oh, geez. How about you focus on the bull squid? They can focus on me later. Let me just take him out. But yeah, this actually happens in the game. If you mess with these guys, they will not be your friends. Oh, nice. And also, if you try to pick up any of their weapons, it won't let you. Like, it removes them from your inventory because they're NPC-only weapons. He also has a gun holstered. But they do give you ammo, which is nice. But again, the models have changed quite a bit. Especially for these guys. Okay, I think that's all the alpha fellas. All the alpha... Oh no, we have the alpha zombie. Let me grab the actual zombie. The basic zombie. As you can see, very interesting walk animations. Here's the final zombie. Definitely glad they changed it. This animation is definitely a little more cartoony and weird. And with the attack, well, the attack animations are kind of the same. Yeah, the attack animations are basically the same. But they changed the model a little bit and the walk animation, obviously. I think the zombie we got is a lot more spooky. This is just a little more like cartoony, even, which is fine. Oh, this one has the... Wait, do they both have like interchanged animations? Okay, well, some of the alpha zombies seem to spawn with a... Oh, they have like a large range of different animations. That's interesting. They kind of all just have this animation now. Yeah, it would have been kind of interesting to see like them behaving differently, like headcrabs with less experience perhaps in puppeting a human. But anyways, we're gonna take them out. In the best way possible. Now we gotta save this scientist guy. Hey, you. Oh, nice. That's kind of cool. That was very fluid there. And yeah, these science team guys are not having a good day. But yeah, that's all the alpha guys. Next we have the archer fish. Now this is it's actually supposed to go in water. This is a cut half-life enemy. And yeah, as you can see there, it spits a toxic sludge ball, it seems. This would have been kind of cool to have some nice fish variety, I guess, aquatic life. But yeah, this is supposed to swim in water. So I can maybe, if I do decide to make an edited version of this video, I could show you the swimming ability. Quite the range as well. But yeah, these guys don't have too much health. 50 health, not too bad. The main problem with these guys is that they have a powerful ranged attack. But yeah, these were cut from the game, unfortunately. This is... Cal has this mod. Yes. It's a very good mod. You should download it with Gamer. But, yeah, this would have been a very nice enemy to have, I think, to add some variety to the underground, or sorry, the water, but... Oh well. Next we have the Barnacle. Now, this is a very popular enemy, as in basically every Half-Life game in some magnitude. We can test it on this alpha zombie. Another animation there, as you see. Guess it doesn't want to grab you. Oh. Very nice animation there. They shouldn't be able to grab these guys, but maybe they do. Nope, they don't. Fun fact, as far as I know, alien slaves, or vortigaunts, and barnacles are never in the same area. Let's try it on a scientist.
Hello there. I hear something.
There we go. Behave. Oh, jeez. Almost like they do in the game.
You've been wounded.
You gotta hold them for a little bit longer, usually. Like that. Oh my gosh, hey, I got a grenade. There you go. I don't think you would accept my grenade. But they only have 30 health. Not too hard to handle. But they behave just like they do in Half-Life. And the other Half-Life installments. They disperse their gibbs. I think that's part of the later Legacy games. Because I don't remember them doing that in Half-Life. But it's also been quite some time. Oh, thank you so much, AX999. Sorry, AXP999. But, yeah, they can also grab you. And it's always horrible when you're walking and then all of a sudden you get grabbed by one of these guys. How much damage did they do? Oh my gosh! Almost killed me. Yeah, thank gosh they're not that hard to handle. But, yeah, you'll see those guys in the Half-Life games forever, basically. Aren't you supposed to have glasses? Usually.
Surely someone will come and
Or you can change the heads to the other head types. This is an NPC we'll look at later. Let's see. Next we have the Black Mesa ceiling turret. I gotta go back down under here. And then we got we got multiple different ceiling turrets. Let me just turn on ignore players, so I'm not going to be able to show these guys. So we got the ceiling turret, what is this? A smaller ceiling turret. This one here. See this one a few times. And then this one here, which is a ground turret actually. Supposed to spawn it in the ground. Then we got the Black Mesa ground turret mini. I feel like some of these show up in opposing force, more of them. Please put it in Discord. I will after the review. Aw, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. But, let's see. Let's test it on the alpha zombie. Spawn a few of these. As you can see, all these serve the same basic purpose, which is just to absolutely annihilate enemies. I believe it works on these guys. Well, you know, these guys are gonna fire back. Oh. Almost all of them went down. These guys are tanky. But yeah, I think they're really fun. Not when you're on the other end of the gun, obviously. That is just not good at all. But, you know, if you want to set up a base, and if you don't want anyone to come in, then those are the turrets you need. Alright, next we have the Black Ops Apache. Now this is, oh my gosh, practically the same NPC as before, except it's part of the Black Ops, which are the Hgcu basically, and an opposing force. Because you play as the Hgcu, then the military's like sends in the Black Ops to complete the mission and kill the Hgcu and basically everyone. The Black Mesa incident was a disaster. I'm just gonna say that. So, oh. Half-life wins today. But yeah, it's practically the same. Same amount of health. Same attack patterns. Just, you know, black in coloration to fit the government agency slash division that it belongs to. Let me just take you out. Alright, I'm getting rid of you. Ow. I have a YouTube channel too. Nice. Oh, there we go. Get you out of here. Afraid all the scientists died. Let's see. So yeah, that was the Black Ops. Now there's a few other Black Ops enemy types. Here's the female assassin. These guys show up in Half-Life actually. You see them just for a moment. So I guess the Black Ops are technically in whatchamacallit, the original Half-Life, but technically not as much. These guys are also an opposing force, and they're just very annoying. They're one of my probably my least favorite enemy. Talk to us. I am talking. Oh jeez. But yeah, I just never liked this enemy type because they're just very persistent. But there's another type of assassin, which is the, I guess, more of the Grunt. Oh god, that's a grenade. This one has a sniper from opposing force. Let's whip out the opposing force weapons, why don't we? Use the same sniper on you, man. There we go. Yeah, it's the same rifle. You didn't stand a chance. Again, they're kind of just like Hgcu, but, you know, again, to fight you. And then you have snipers. There's a few levels like that in opposing force. They're always kind of, it's a challenge, but not that fun of a challenge. But I mean, an enemy is good if it's challenging, right? And you don't want it to be too easy to handle. Well, at least the later game enemies, that is. Next we have the Black Ops Robot Assassin. Now, this was a cut enemy, which is basically just a robot that was sent to Black Ops. Again, basically just a soldier again, but mechanical. Ow. Could have done without that one. Alright, we're gonna use the shock roach. No. Oh, jeez. Let's use the LMG weapon. Ow! Yeah, they're basically just Black Ops Hgcu type enemy, but metal. Oh, wow. Nice explosion effect. These guys, yeah, they should be stronger to deal with. But you can destroy the ragdolls. Let me just... Oh. I don't know what I expected, but now we get a bunch of robot bits, which are very nice. But yeah, a bunch of different Black Ops enemies here. The last one, we have the Oprah. This is very similar to the one we see in Half-Life that the Hgcu have. Almost identical, actually. Well, same model. And they both disperse troops of their own legion. The Hgcu drop Hgcu, Black Ops drop Black Ops. The major difference is that these helicopters hold snipers in the sides, which I think is accurate to the game, or at least the alpha. And then here we have an alpha enemy, the Grunt with the minigun here, the Elite, I think it's known as. The Human Sergeant, sorry. Which are definitely not in the game. But yeah, they both fire at you. Yeah, pretty great. They can't do anything if you get rid of their enemies that are housed inside, except drop off more troops. They just take out these guys. They actually try to shuffle to stop your bullets, which I think is pretty nice. Hello, XP99. How's it going? Yeah, as you can see, they don't do anything except drop off more troops, which is fine. And they have 800 health. But I'll show you the animation they have when you take them out. Oh, that's one of the animations. That's another one of the animations. They usually fall for a little bit, and then they explode. Which is alright. I'm bored. Well, if you're bored, you can go watch something else. Next we have the Boyd. Did the other guys leave? I think the other guys died. The A-Flock kind of evolved into this, the Boyd. To think also Flock, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just spawn a ton of them. Yep. Which I think is very nice. There's been several Boyd NPCs in the past. Or sorry, yeah, Boyd like NPCs in the past, but they usually don't flock, they just kind of disperse. But these ones actually stick together, which I think is nice. Now I'm curious if this guy will follow them. He shouldn't. No. But these guys will follow the leader. Very nice touch. Wait, hold on. What's that? Why is there a soldier in the skybox? Hello, AX99 again. Oh, there's the others. They're all the way up there. What the heck? You're gonna... Oh, they're joining the rest of them. Off to the heavens with ya. Jesus, this place is becoming a mess. But yeah, the Boyd is an enemy you can't... I don't think you have the chance of actually killing in the game. I don't even know if it has a health. Let me just grab the Half-Life Fast 12. Sorry about this. I have only 25 health. Aw, dang. But yeah, they're very creepy looking. Definitely nice and ambient. I am a fan of your videos. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the videos I make. I really like the shading on the texture shade on the wings of those guys. Definitely one of my favorite Half-Life, I guess, ambience slash enemies. We already looked at the bull squid. Next we have the Chum Toad, which is actually a weapon from opposing force. Yeah, it's not in here, but it's just a little toad. Now if I spawn in a scientist, he might eat him. well, not eat him, but, you know, do some damage. We can spawn the clean suit scientist. Another scientist type. See, I think this version is from Opposing Force. Because you don't really see him in Half-Life. He's scared of the Toad. The Toad doesn't do anything. And also the Toad is very easy to take out. Oh. And then, yes, this scientist comes in many different forms as well. See, this is scientist.
I am not at all sure.
Kind of in the suit.
Oh no.
Jeez. Oh gosh, lag. But yeah, if you attack them, they won't like you. Which is fair enough. Next we have the Cockroach. This is a very nice enemy. Well, it's not even an enemy, it's more of an ambient. But this is obviously not a normal cockroach. Definitely alien. But if you walk over them, they actually crunch just like Half-Life, which I think is a very nice touch. And these cockroach enemies are actually better than the citizens in Cyberpunk. Watched a whole video about it. Very informative. Better as in they have more intelligent AI. But yeah, these kind of scurry around. And then you can step on them, which I think is a very nice touch. Next we have the Control Spear. This is an alpha enemy. As you can see, it's Zen-like enemy. And it just blasts the area around it. And any enemies. Oh, I've ignored players on. Probably gonna blast me now. Yeah. Let me just take you out. Oh, yeah, that's not too difficult. It kind of looks like a mini Vortigaunt creature. Very interesting. Yeah, the voids don't attack you. Let me try the Chum Toad again. He's just running away. Yeah, he's just running away from me. You can go down there. Oh no! The turret just obliterated the frog! Didn't mean to do that. I forgot about the turret down there. But yeah, these guys aren't... Oh yeah, these kind of electrocute the area around you. Ow, they do quite a number on you. But yeah, these things were cut from the game. Which I'm kind of glad, because they're just kind of there. I mean, they're cool, but like... I don't know where they would be in the game, or any of the games, really. You could have been added the blue shift. It would have added a new enemy type. Next we have Dr. Richard Keller, which I think is from the Half-Life game, Half-Life Decay, if I remember correctly. Which is a scientist who obviously needs a wheelchair. And also, if you hit E on any of the friendlies, they'll actually follow you. Just like the game. But yeah, he has 100 health, just like the player. And they have all the lines from the game. Glad they added the Half-Life Decay, or some bits of Half-Life Decay. Here's Dr. Rosenberg, a scientist from Blue Shift. Hey. They actually do the syringe heal from the games. That's a nice touch. I didn't realize that, but this is a scientist you meet in the game Half-Life Blue Shift. And you kind of have to help him escape. Oh, and they actually heal each other, just like the games as well. I'm glad that there's so much packed in here. Vortigaunt, yeah, it kind of looks like a Vortigaunt. Just kind of in a ball. But yeah, I'm glad they added Rosenberg and the other scientists. Oh, you're gonna overdose. He didn't even want that syringe.
Let me take care of that wound for you.
Good job, Dr. Rosenberg. Next we have, let's see, the Flocking Floater. I believe this is an alpha enemy. Yeah. Doesn't do anything. Jeez, I didn't know that would kill it. Jeez. Hold on, let me grab a shotgun. They're scared of it. The scientists are screaming and everything. These guys seem fine. Are the floaters just another type of flock enemy?
Where am I? I've got to get out of here.
I think so. Yep, just another flock enemy. Or enemy in quotation marks. Zen fauna. Very interesting. Kind of reminds me of an alien controller Neolenth mixed with a Boyd. But, oh, these ones are actually hostile. Or neutral, rather. So this one does count as an enemy. So you can see, oh my gosh, they're... Okay, this would have been interesting. They're just taking everyone out. Okay. No! Here, get down there. Don't get killed by the turret. Alright, boys. Okay, they're gonna kill me once. Help me!
Do you have any idea what...
Can't go on for much longer. Ow! These guys actually are horrible in numbers. Okay, we're taking them out slowly. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. Out of ammo. Yeah, these guys are actually dangerous once disturbed, which I was definitely shocked by. I thought these guys attacked, but I wasn't sure. Ow. Is that all of them? Hello, Boyds. So glad you guys were the ones put in the game and not the other floater type. But yeah, definitely interesting. Again, another alpha enemy. Oh, geez, we have quite a bit to go. Next we have the G-Man.
Gordon Freeman in the flesh, or rather in the hazard suit. I took the liberty of relieving you of your weapons. Most of them were government property. As for the suit, I think you've earned it.
A little part of his Half-Life speech there. As you can see, he has a bunch of health, and you can't damage him at all, even if you use admin weapons. Oh, he took some blood damage there.
Wisely done, Mr. Freeman.
Oh, what? You can have the Gmod follow you? I think this is the opposing force model, because of the briefcase. But nothing attacks him, if I'm correct. Spawn a zombie. Turret doesn't care. Human Grunt doesn't care. Nothing attacks him, and he's invincible anyways. So, G-Man, you'll be here. You don't need to follow me. You can go about your life. Kind of interesting you can have him follow you. Alright, let's take a look at some of the other NPCs here. So we have a few more rows to go. Oh gosh. Next we have the Gargantuar. Now this is an enemy that's in the final version of the game. Oh wow. Oh geez. He did not like that vending machine. Oh god. He actually kicks the props. That's a very nice touch. But yeah, this is a Gargantuar, kind of a boss-like enemy in the game. And as you can see, his two main attacks, flamethrowers, his hands, he just disperses flames. He has a, I guess, kind of a shockwave type of chat attack. Check the castle, please. The castle. Oh geez. And then yeah, it's not really a shockwave, but more of a projectile that just kind of skids across the ground. And then if there's any props in the way, he's not going to be a handicapper and just kind of hit them out of the way or break them, which is a nice touch. 1,000 health. You stuck there? Let me help you. There you are. But yeah, you can't do any damage to him with normal weapons. You need explosives or something that can pierce armor, as you can see there. And then in the actual game, the ways you use the methods you use to kill this creature, you use either explosives or high levels of electricity. So that's always fun. And you can't even use the RPG on him in the game, I think, if I'm correct. I don't really. Let's try to kill the G-Man. But yeah, these rockets are doing the trick. Thank goodness. Does he heal? Jeez. No, he's actually burning because of the fire. Okay, the fire damage seems to work as well. But I believe he has the same death animation as he does when he gets electrocuted. I don't remember the particle looking like that, but that might be just because of the default Half-Life textures. Oh, he's almost down. 14 health, 8 health, 4 health, 3 health, 2 health, and there he goes. And there he goes. That is the one of the death animations he has. Oh no. Dr. Rosenberg get terminated? I think he did. But that's not the end of the Gargantuars. There's also a cut version of the enemy, the Gargantuar Baby, which is, well, a Gargantuar, but a baby. Check his case. Oh, you want me to check the G-Man's case? Oh, jeez. I'm gonna come back. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, you can see what he has underneath. He has like a computer, his ID, some other knickknacks in there. So that's nice that they actually included the texture. Again, all the textures and materials used here. Alright, so yeah, AXP99, sorry, 999. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, it's, again, all the textures and particles used here from Half-Life, Postal Force, Blue Shift, or any of the other games. All official stuff. Oh yeah, sorry, ignore players is on. Disable thinking. Hello. Again, this is very similar to the Gargantuar. I don't think it has the stomp attack. Let me just get some range. Yeah, he doesn't. I think he doesn't like props still. Yeah, no. Yeah, he uses baby sounds. This would have been an interesting enemy type, but I feel like the alien Grunt was enough, and the normal Gargantuar, so I'm kind of glad they cut this guy. It would have been kind of cool to add to the biology of this creature, and see that the babies have a different texture or whatnot. I mean, the texture was most likely added just so there's differentiation, but still would have been nice to see these guys maybe, but from a biology perspective. But from a game point perspective, there's absolutely no reason for these guys to be in the game. It's okay if they're gone. And they have the exact same death animation from the Gargantuar. So they're just basically just a shrunk down version with more baby sounds and whatnot. Well, baby-like, softer sounds. Okay, next we have another boss enemy. This is from Opposing Force. This is the Gene Worm, which comes in through this portal, which is just like the game. This is probably one of my other favorite enemies from the Half-Life universe, the Gene Worm. Now this guy's, he has a disgusting homing attack. See there. You can actually get a better look at this guy. You can see that this is only part of the worm. It would have extended who knows how long this creature would have been. But it's very similar to the tentacle from Half-Life. As you can see, like the top of the head there. But as you can see, they're not friends, as this is actually supposed to be part of Race X, which is what I thought you left. Anyways, so there's the Zen Life from Half-Life, and then there's Race X, which is part of a different dimension. But as you can see, they're not exactly friends of each other. I mean, some of the Zen Life is not even friends of each other, but you know. So yeah, this will behave just like the boss. What you gotta do is you gotta shoot it in the eyes, Not exactly working. There you go. You shoot it in the eye, and then you gotta move over to the other eye as well. It will open up its center crevice, heart, if you want to call it, and you can just unload a ton of damage into it. And then after every so often, it will disperse a ball portal of some kind, like so, and will spawn one of the Race X enemies. This is the Shock Trooper. It'll look at you later. But I'm not gonna show this whole fight because this takes about, I don't know, 5 minutes. But if you just take it out, just shoot it in the eyes. And just, there you go. Has the same death animation from opposing force. Or just kind of disperses its energy and goes back to which it came. And you basically stop it from invading the world. Which doesn't really matter anyways because the Combine invade in Half-Life 2. But yeah, as you can see, it's gone. Very nice. I'm glad they included a lot of these boss enemies. I already looked at the human grunt, but the human grunts have a few changes when they're in opposing force. Here's some of the opposing force variants. As you can see, their models are a little bit more complex. Definitely a little more put into them. You also have a little more character. As you can see with these original grunts, all the ones that have their faces exposed. There's a few others. There's one more. That's not spawning. There you go. See, their faces are very stationary because, you know, they're the enemy. You're not really supposed to remorse with them. Whatnot. Sorry, I have a bite on my leg. It's kind of itching right now. Well, these guys, their faces are a little more, I guess, fleshed out a little bit, which is nice. And then they have the opposing force weapons. But these guys are your friends, and since your Gmod character is technically Gordon Freeman, they're all gonna unload on you. All their weapons and whatnot. But you see, the ones from Half-Life have more of the robotic, not robotic, but, you know, walkie-talkie kind of voice. And then the ones in opposing force have actual dialogue. I love the Half-Life sound effects though. If I can't get a sound from you. Hold on, I need to clear. I need to clear the area of these Half-Life 1 guys. None of these guys have any of those weird walkie-talkie-ish sound effects. Like they actually make like sounds similar to like how the scientists and the security guards, because you know you're part of that team and these guys are supposed to be your friends. But in Half-Life Opposing Force you can go rogue and, you know, terminate these guys if you want. If you wish. But yeah, same death animations. And then there's also a few other Hgcus. There's the Engineer. This specific trooper is designed for breaking down specific doors that are locked or unlocked. I think you can do that with unlocked doors as well. There's like 3 doors in the game that the Engineers can't open because there's just nothing behind them. Fun little trivia. And then there's also the Medic, which comes in a few different skins and whatnot. But this guy will just basically heal you. The weapons these guys have are a little bit weaker because, you know, they're designed for specific roles beyond, you know, shooting like these fellas over here. But yeah, these guys are pretty nice. And then last of the Hgcu grunts, I believe, we have the Human Sergeant, which is an alpha enemy, which holds a minigun. This would have been kind of cool. One of the... Oh, this model was reused, kind of, as you can see here. Same basic texture, same, like, cigar in the mouth and whatnot. It's kind of reused for just one of the standard grunts that you fight. But, kind of a shame they didn't include this guy. This guy would have been really annoying in the game. But, still pretty fun. But, yeah, same sort of death animations, so I just kind of flop around and... Oh, you gonna bring him back to life? You have the opposing force lines. But, yeah, those guys are fun. Oh, geez. You definitely died. Next we have another, swimming enemy. The Ichthyosaur. This is a big fish monster that's in, I think, all of the Legacy Half-Life games. I think this is, yeah, this is not the alpha model. This guy also shows up in Half-Life 2 for a brief moment. Was going to show up more, I believe, but this is kind of added in for continuity and just like, hey, this thing still exists. Which it would have been nice to actually have them in the game, but yeah, if I have it has the same attack animations it does in the game, I can put one of these guys. They will absolutely obliterate everything. But yeah, they have quite a bit of health actually. Let me just use a crossbow. I missed again. I guess the crossbow doesn't work on these guys. They have more health than their health bar, their max health. Interesting. Okay, well, there's its death animation. It's supposed to be in the water, kind of like drowning. Or not drowning, but sinking. But yeah, you can take care of them in the game. They're a little difficult, and they're definitely kind of gotten on my nerves a little bit throughout the game whenever they showed up. But I like their model. I like the species. It's an alien shark creature. Similar to an anglerfish, actually. But yeah, kind of a shame these guys never made a grand appearance, or reappearance rather, Half-Life 2. But you win some, you lose some, I suppose. Down to the final, about 50 here. Not 50, like 25. We have the Ivan the Space Biker. Now this was... Does he come in different colors? Yeah, he does. 2 different colors, it appears. Hold on, come back, let me just check. Oh wait, no, he has a lot more colors. There's green. Then there's blue. And grayish green. And then red. Now, Ivan the Space Biker, this is basically who Gordon Freeman was going to be. This is, again, Alpha. This is what your character was originally going to be. He was just nicknamed Ivan the Space Biker. But as you can see, he kind of has like a beta HEV suit and a pistol. This is kind of a standard weapon. But yeah. Now you're shooting me. Let me just take one of you out at least. Oh jeez. Kind of messed you up, man. Ow. Didn't mean to shoot your friend. Well, I did. Oh, hit your friend. You're shooting Ichthyosaur. Let me just... Did you just try to fist fight me? That was interesting. But yeah, this was what Gordon Freeman was going to be. But he was later changed. I like how they included him as an NPC here, though. Man, this place is quite a mess. To say the least. I have to clean up the map in a moment. Oh wow, well, welcome to the stream. Oh, you were not in development for that. Wow. Yeah, it's definitely funny that it's included here, though. I like how it's included, but must have been a shock to you. But yeah, he's here. Here's another alpha enemy that's very, very spooky. The Kingpin. Oh god. He has a homing projectile. He's quite fast, actually. Oh gosh. You cannot escape that. Ooh, yeah, this is definitely a very spooky enemy. Oh. Completely obliterated me. Okay, yeah, you can't escape from this thing, it seems. Oh, what's he doing here? Oh, that's cool. He uses props. Oh yeah, you can't escape these. These things will just chase you for the end of time. I believe he has a melee attack too. Well, I mean, he has his giant pinchers. Yeah, kind of expect that. But yeah, this is a cut enemy. I guess it's kind of like a boss based on its health and the large range of attacks it has. It's going to showcase its death animation. Whoa. That it had a force field. Oh, there you go. Oh. Did not expect that to happen. But yes, this was a very creepy enemy that was going to be in the game. It's very spooky, but I don't know if I would have liked it in the actual game Half-Life, but I'm glad they included it here in this pack because it's very spooky. You can definitely scare your friends if you spawn a bunch of them because you just look very grotesque, and you know, the homing missile of energy will definitely scare someone. But next we have the Leech. This is another enemy that would go in the water. There's no water on this map, I'm afraid. But yeah, the same flopping animation for when it's actually out of the water. I'm glad they included that. But yeah, these guys are very annoying little fellas. They're not normal leeches, obviously. As you can see, they have like a jaw, like an actual jaw. Very interesting behavior in the actual game. They will just swarm you and absolutely rip you apart, kind of like horror movie piranhas in a way, which is pretty creepy. But yeah, they're not hard to handle when they're actually out of the water. They will just flop around and whatnot. Ooh. They also kind of have eyes, which most normal leeches do not have. But yeah, that's always fun. Let me just clean up the map because it's starting to lag a little bit. There we go. Alright, next we have one of my favorite NPCs included here, the M1a1 Abrams. Now this is a tank that you fight often in Half-Life, a few times. Yeah, Hgcu obviously. Designed to, you know, fight wars, but you know, they're gonna shoot at a Gordon Freeman, because Gordon Freeman is a mad lad. As you can see, the projectiles are not too hard to dodge, just like Half-Life. But if you're not fast enough, you will be completely obliterated. And then, can't remember if it's this game, Half-Life, or Opposing Force, but at one point they do have a gun on the top of the tank, if I remember correctly. That might be Black Mesa. It's been a while since I played Half-Life. But yeah, this guy is definitely not what the normal man should be fighting anyways. But you can't shoot him, shoot the tank, because it has armor, so you gotta use explosives. And it has the same animations from Half-Life. And of course they added a nice touch of a ragdoll Hgcu, just on fire, V-fire. And then you also got the gib as well, the main gib, and then there's also the metal gibs. I really love how it has the freaking metal sound every time you throw it into the air and it lands. I don't know, it's always been one of my favorite sounds from Half-Life. But yeah, that's not the last of the tanks. We have the M2a3 Bradley, another tank enemy you fight in the game. Oh jeez. This one actually disperses soldiers. Oh jeez, I didn't mean to get rid of it. Let me just do ignore players real quick so I can show the tank off. So you can see, a little bit of a smaller build, but it has a compartment in the back which contains soldiers. Oh, hola, welcome Kenny. Let me just spawn in some like alpha zombies. That's a showcase. Oh, as you can see, this tank and the other Abrams actually run over enemies. If you actually get some range, you'll disperse a platoon of soldiers, or you know, housed in the back the whole time, which I think is really nice. And then also, if you're even further away, I just, I guess we can test it on Godzilla. Okay. See if he'll do it. These tank enemies are really nice to have fight Godzilla, by the way. At least when Godzilla, you know, recognizes them. If he'll do it as few, yeah, as you can see there, it has a mortar type missile, which it will fire. And then also has the cannon in the front, which I think is a nice touch. Okay, we're gonna get rid of Godzilla before he actually obliterates these. But yeah, let me get rid of these HECUs, because we already looked at them earlier. Whoa, what the heck did the ragdoll do there? But, as you can see, let me just get up to this guy. I think you can spawn more, maybe, hopefully not. But again, he fires much faster than the Abrams. Ow. And you're basically screwed. Because, he shoots faster, and then if he doesn't shoot you with the primary fire, he'll just send a homing missile into the air to absolutely obliterate you. But, yeah, always fun. And then you can blow it up, and it has the gibs and explosion sounds from Half-Life, which I think is really nice that they included. The door even comes off. And, of course, you get the Half-Life metal sounds with all the gibs. But, the tanks are really nice to have fight, you know, like I said, Godzilla. Let me just spawn a... Wait, hold on. No, no! There you go. You can have like basically kind of like create a little Godzilla movie with these guys. I will warn you, this will kind of lag the game because the old Godzilla's atomic breath will actually give the soldiers. As you can see, kind of over here. We're gonna get rid of Godzilla though, because Godzilla is not the star of this showcase. Next we have Mr. Friendly, another alpha enemy. Oh gosh, this thing has a lot of story. Download Pico Nextbot. Pico Nextbot. Maybe I shall. This thing is another creepy enemy. Kind of gives me Kingpin vibes. There's a lot of enemies in the alpha I feel that were very horror-esque and just kind of disgusting. But again, glad they included all the alpha fellas here. Now, there's a lot of weird lore with this creature. Yeah, they removed it from the model. But, it was supposed to have a organ that would be demonetizable on YouTube. But, let me just show you this thing. It doesn't seem that fast, but, yeah, oh god. It has a large range of attacks, if I remember. Oh yeah, it'll slap the heck out of you, it'll bite you, and it's just not a fun time. I thought you could run faster, but maybe it's fun you do more damage. But yeah, this thing, oh, there you go. There's the speed I remember. Just absolutely horrific, but in a good way, because it's supposed to be scary. Can't tell if it's shooting something, but it has a melee attack. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be a bite. Ow. Large range of oh jeez. Large range of melee attacks. But yeah, this thing is just very, very creepy. But I like it. Again, really like the alpha creatures and a lot of their horror elements. But I don't know where that would have fit into the game, Half-Life. Maybe just randomly it would just show up and you would have to deal with it. Alright, we got a few more in the Half-Life category. Here's the Neolith. This is the final boss from the original Half-Life. As you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, just like Half-Life, it actually changes the gravity. As you can see here, the Neolith behaves how it behaves. It fires its primary attack. There's a joke of hold on the other desk. Oh, I see. Well, I think that's a very nice joke. And I'm kind of glad you included it, because it's definitely terrifying. I might have to spawn it on my brother sometime. Oh god, is it gonna teleport me? Oh, kind of. It teleported in the actual Half-Life game. It would teleport you to some random kind of miniature level arena type thing that you'd have to beat in order to get back to the boss. But here it just kind of teleports you away from the boss, which is fine and works. Ow, and still annoying. As it should be. As you can see, just like the game, alien controllers, alien grunts, and what's that over there? Is that another alien controller? Alien slaves also often spawn around this villa. But yeah, what you gotta do is you gotta destroy these crystals surrounding the area. There should be 3. Yeah, there's 3. This thing's just gonna follow you forever. I don't think there's any way you can actually avoid these in the game. But, yeah, you could just destroy the crystals after a period of time. Spawn space astronauts. I don't know if I have space astronauts. I can spawn something that jumps and maybe will fly away. Spawn in the Black Ops Assassin. Yeah, the gravity works on them too, obviously. Ow. Oh, that assassin's screwed at this point. But yeah, this behaves just like the boss in the game, which I'm really glad they included. But after you destroy all the crystals, the head will be able to, I guess, open up, and you'll be able to land the finishing damage to the fella. Let me just showcase. You can damage it with some explosives, if I remember. But in order to actually kill it, you have to shoot the head, and then eventually the head will start to open up a little bit. And then you will be able to kill it, because there's a crystal on the inside. I'll show you real quick. Again, spawning a bunch of enemies everywhere. Oh, there you go. See, the head will begin to open. Obviously, I'm just going to no-clip so I can show you. So you see the head just begins to open up. And then eventually, you can access the crystal on the inside of the head. And then you got to damage this thing enough times to just kill it. As you can see, the health actually goes down when you affect the crystal. But to speed this up so I can show off all the other NPCs, you can see it has the death animation from the game as well, which I'm really glad they included. Very iconic death animation. This is the moment you know, like, oh crap, we're gonna die. Did I just beat this? And there you go. And then once you defeat them, gravity is back to normal. And then of course these enemies are still lingering around, because in the actual Half-Life game you're teleported to a G-Man kind of monologue. And then yeah, there's just a few aliens around, but that's alright. But yes, very iconic boss, the Neolith. Next we have Otis, which is a funny security guard included in... It's kind of weird. They see this guy all the way over here, I think. Hold on, let me give you... He shot him dead. Here, let me give you some zombies. But Otis is just another security guard type enemy. He has Deagle, as you can see. And he was introduced into opposing force, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't show up in Blue Shift, unfortunately. But yeah, he comes in a few different skins, as you can see. And I think I can just show you. You can have the gun, you can have the... This is the, I guess, Otis head.
Fighting aliens is not in my job description.
I love Otis. He's one of my favorite characters. I mean, there's obviously like a ton of Otises throughout the game that you see. But there's like... Well, I think it's supposed to be the same Otis. I think. Hopefully. I'm not sure, but he's really funny. And I'm glad they included him here. And of course, if you shoot him... And you have a quarter. He doesn't like me. Do I have to ignore players on? I think they're too distracted by the aliens. Let me just clean up the map. Spawn Otis again. Alright, he didn't like that. Alright, now they don't like me. And now they're gonna gun me down. Ow. Should have seen that one coming. But yeah, they're just 100 health, right? Oh, yeah, they have 100 health. So they're not too bad. Except when there's multiple of them and they have the deagle. And there they go. And again, like all the other ragdolls, you could obliterate them and have all the fun gibs. Really nice. Or I think it's really nice. And again, with all the other weapons. Can't pick them up because they're NPC only. But there are a bunch of Half-Life weapon mods out there. And you can use this deagle here, which also has the sight. Or the laser dot. But anyways, next we have the Panther Eye. Now this is a... Oh, jeez. Another alpha enemy for Half-Life. Which is, again, another enemy I'm not sure whether they would have included. But again, some of the other enemies that actually made it into the game, jeez, would have probably been these guys. Anyways, yeah, the Panther Eye comes in blue, and as you can see, it's very aggressive. Did he have the red? Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, they're very, very aggressive and very dangerous. You just kind of have to keep moving and get out of the way, or they will absolutely screw you. But yeah, if you have 150 health, not too bad in the health department. But ow, they definitely hit like a truck. Ow. Oh, there you go. There's still in the death animation, kind of flops like a cat. Hence the name. It's obviously not an actual cat, but you know, you guys can just stay down there and leave me be. But yeah, they jump pretty high. I'm glad that they made them this dangerous. But yeah, I like how they were brought to life here. Would have been kind of cool to see these guys in Half-Life, but I digress. Next we have two NPCs that kind of go together. We have the Penguin Nest. Now, this is a little, where does this show up? Is this opposing force or was this an alpha? I think this is an alpha kind of enemy, or weapon, rather. But basically, the nest is a snowman. And once you shoot the nest, it deploys these penguins. And these aren't normal penguins. Oh god, don't want to get too close. Okay, we're gonna battle with the Panther Eyes now. If you look closely, they actually have a grenade attached to them. And once... as you saw there, they explode. They are sacrifices. They're basically snarks. I think they have the same kind of sounds. I think they just randomly explode eventually. I know they explode once you shoot them. Oh, they just peck you to death. So I guess they only explode if you kill them. So if you're close to them and you shoot them, they only have 5 health. They will explode on you, and that's the opposite of great. But I'm glad they included them here. But yeah, if I remember, they're from the beta. But I think they were gonna be an opposing force. So I played opposing force not too long ago, and they weren't there. I thought they were an opposing force before I played the game, but I digress. Next we have another Race X enemy from opposing force called the Pit Drone. Now these guys were pretty fun little guys. I kind of forgot about them until I actually played Half-Life Opposing Force for the first time. But yeah, they usually spawn in little packs, and they fire these projectiles, these little stingers, as you saw there. It kind of reminds me of Terraria a little bit for some reason. But yeah, they're not too powerful. You can shoot them with like a shotgun shell, and they die usually. But they have a melee attack as well, as you can see. But yeah, just another new enemy type they added into Opposing Force. Which is why I'll always think Opposing Force is better than Blue Shift. I think a lot of people share the same opinion. Because they actually added something to the game. Oh, it's a franchise. Beyond more levels. As you can see, one of the alien types. Very, very creepy. 3D tanky tank and tank. I mean, like from Slendy Tubbies? This guy? This guy? You can go fight the Panther Eyes down there. I guess. Where'd he go? Now I'm scared. Where did he go? Oh, he is fighting the Panther Eyes. Alright, you can stay out there. I'll have something for you to fight later. Next we have the Pit Worm. This is actually something you can fight. This is a, I guess you can count it as a boss enemy that you fight in opposing force. I died so many times fighting this thing. It's not even funny. But, yeah, the main attack is that it will kind of just blast you with this laser beam. But if you get close to it, it also screeches like an eagle. It will just slam you, it will claw at you. Ooh. Yeah, that gave me PTSD. But, the weak spot, I guess you can call it that, is the eye. If you shoot it in the eye enough times, it will kind of like stop attacking you for a brief amount of time. Because in the level that you actually fight this guy, there's these levers that you're trying to activate so you could kill the worm, drown it in acid. But yeah, he just kind of, he's not interested in the tanky tank. Oh, now he is. But yeah, okay, we don't need the tanky tank. But very, very lethal. Let's find some Otises here. Help us, but yeah, they don't really stand much of a chance. They kill you in like 2 blasts with its laser. As you can see, like, it kind of shields after a little bit. And in the actual game, I'm pretty sure you can't like shoot it to death, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm kind of glad they made it so you can actually, you know, shoot it and kill it, because the actual level, you can't shoot it, and it would make sense. But here, when you don't have the level, it's best. But yeah, that was the drowning in acid animation, which I'm glad they still included, because that animation's very nice. And yeah, again, opposing force included a lot of new enemies, which I'm really glad they included here in this pack. Alright, next we have 2 portals. This is a portal that will spawn a random Zen enemy. I've looked at most of the Zen enemies here. This is the Hound Eye. I guess we can look at him now. This is basically a little dog-like creature. Oh, god dang it. Let's spawn more of them. Where are you? Did I spawn you yet? I think I accidentally skipped over you. Yeah, I did. And a few others on accident. Alright, here's the Hound Eye. These guys are little dog guys, hence the name Hound. And they usually spawn in little packs, similar to this size, and you'll just be randomly enjoying your day. And all of a sudden, you'll turn a corner and there's like 7 of them. But they're not too difficult to take out, and their only attack is to get close to you and kind of send out this sonic shockwave. But yeah, they're not too hard to handle, and they actually have the closed eye animation when they're in their ragdoll. This is pretty nice. Another NPC we forgot to look at is the Gonarch. Now this is a green tea, thanks for the E. This is the Mama Headcrab enemy. One of my favorite bosses from Half-Life. As you can see, it's absolutely obliterating everything. Has 2,000 health in this game and spawns the baby headcrabs, and has a projectile and also a melee attack. Remember this guy was, or girl rather. It's very difficult, well, at least for me, because I wasn't sure what I had to do at first, but then I figured it out eventually. But yeah, this guy will chase you. But explosives do the trick. Just enough firepower will bring this thing down. Ow. Ooh, but as you can see, it spawns all these babies, which only have 5 health, but in numbers, they do a lot of damage. There you go. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Almost down, almost down. Oh gosh. I want to die here. Again. I might die. Another cool aspect of this mod, of course, is you can take all these enemy types that aren't on screen together or in levels together, and, you know, put them up against each other. The E is died. Oh gosh, all the babies! For example, after I defeat this Gonarch. He's almost down. There's 2 more rockets and should be exterminated. 28 health. Oh geez. Cockroach, help me. And same death animation from Half-Life as well. As you can see, the ragdoll itself has 2,100 health, if you ever wanted to give it. And now we have all these baby headcrabs to deal with, which will absolutely eat you alive. Let me just get rid of all that. Yesn't. But again, back to what I was saying, you can put enemy types that aren't on screen together against each other. So if you wanted Gonarch to fight Gargantuar, you can, which I think is really fun. Or if you wanted the M1a1 Abrams to join the fight with these guys, or the Pitworm, you can now do that. If you wanted a Black Ops Apache be included here, and I don't know, maybe just a boy, you can do that. That is the power of the Gmod sandbox. But this will last a few hours. But we're gonna clean that up. Gnome is another enemy I accidentally skipped over. The Gnome is I guess kind of like an actual like alpha zombie. This was introduced in Opposing Force. It was basically just another enemy type. Only in the lore. Do the babies grow up? Yeah, that's only in the lore of the game. They don't actually grow up in game, which is understandable because then they will all be headcrabs and you'll have to deal with all that. But the Gnome has more health than an average standard zombie, I should say. Let me just grab a zombie. There's a zombie. 50 health. This guy has 160 health. Yeah. As you can see, they're also physically bigger, and they have a ranged attack and several different melee attacks. See, a zombie is quite easy to take out. Best way to take care of these guys is a shotgun, or if you have any explosives, then you can actually just take them out quite easily. But I always liked this zombie type for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe it's just the memories of Opposing Force. I also like the range attack. The running animation I always found pretty cool. I don't know, but he throws his own flesh at you, so that's always fun. But yeah, a nice shotgun blast to the chest and head is the most effective way to deal with most zombies anyways. He's dead. Next we have the Hgcu Sentry Gun. These things are really fun. These things are often placed in corners of random levels, and then they have tripwire, which is a laser. And then you trigger the laser, and they're usually stationary like this, and then you trip a laser, and oh no, this one and a few others down the hallway are now activated. Then here we have the, what is this here? Oh, this is the Hgcu Sentry Gun from Half-Life Decay, which is that multiplayer game, Half-Life game. It should behave the same way. Let's spawn in a few test subjects. Oh, there. Oh, sorry, I disabled the thinking. There we go. Yeah, they behave the same. They both have the same amount of health. Same sounds as you can hear, same behavior, same AI. This slightly different model. And then of course, they'll target you. This is not good. Shoot your friend. You're not doing damage to your friend. Ouch. They're just gonna fly away. Just gonna blow them up. Let's just snipe them from here. There you go. Then they have their death animations from the game. And of course, if you would like to, you can give their models more metal pieces. I have an SCP mod and SP3199. Oh wow. It's an interesting mod. But I can see how that will lag your game over time. Same with this turret. Blow it up and give it, which is, I love that the ragdolls give, because no other mods really include that as part of the mod itself. There's a few like gore mods, of course, but nothing part of, you know, the mod itself. I think that's all the NPCs that I accidentally skipped. Here's the portal's race X, which will just spawn a random enemy from the race X opposing force enemies. We'll look at all those fellas in a moment. But if you try to spawn them within a certain distance, they won't spawn, because in the actual Half-Life games, sometimes you'll be walking, let's say in an empty hallway perhaps, and then a few portals will spawn in enemies right next to you because it's part of a trigger. But yeah, I like how they included these, because I always liked how the enemies just kind of pop in through portals because of the resonance cascade and whatnot. Alright, I think next we have the probe droid. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is another beta creature. Oh, droid. Okay, this is definitely... I'm gonna say this is alien. This is definitely weird. It's not hostile yet, at least. Let me take a crowbar to it. Nope. Oh, let's see if it's another flock type enemy. Let me spawn in a few more. No, they're not a flock enemy, but they're just gonna like worker droids of some kind. Very interesting. Kind of remind me of the manta ray, which I don't think the manta ray is actually included in this pack yet, but they did say in the description of this mod that they will be updating it. So I will probably do another review of this mod, like of every time they add a few new stuff over the months, days, years, whatever. But yeah, these guys aren't hostile. I believe these are part of the alpha though, if I'm not mistaken. And as you can see there, if you kill it or destroy it, it just kind of explodes into little pieces. Boop. There you go. Then you can metal sounds. Maybe actually use the physics gun. The probe droid was... Yeah, I thought so. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, if there's no information on it, then it's perfectly fine. But yeah, I thought it was in the alpha. Very interesting little fella. Nice that it was included. Next we have the protozone. These are floating little blobs that are in the Zen levels of Half-Life. They just kind of float around, as you can see here. They don't really do anything to you, but you can destroy them, just like the game Half-Life. And just kind of disperse their energy and particles everywhere, kind of like a balloon. Just, you know, alive possibly because it makes sounds. It's just a mysterious phenomenon in the Zen dimension. But very nice. So you can have them just like floating around if you want to have like a Zen map, or if you have a Zen map of your own. And there you go. You can have some nice protozoans kind of flying around. Oh, hey. Next we have the rat. If I am not mistaken, this is also another alpha entity. There was another mod that added the rat back into Gary's mod, but it didn't move. This one actually moves, so that's already a step up. You can see it only has 10 health. Oh, jeez, that made me feel sad. Sorry. I actually make the sounds too. No, they don't have an animation, so they just ragdoll. Boop. And the ragdoll does not have health. You can go down there. Hello there. Just gonna let them be. I don't think anything will attack them. But nice they're included here. Again, if you wanted to add some to like a Half-Life map, you can. Next we have the robot Grunt. This thing's gonna, yeah. Again, part of the alpha. Ow, ow. It's gonna go down here. Let me equip my Colt Python here. And again, a alpha enemy as far as I know. And it's just a robot grunt soldier guy. Basically behaves similarly to the Hgcu troopers. Just, you know, robotic. As you can see, has an explosion particle effect there. And died. And of course, those ragdoll's quite beefy. Oh, I actually have smoke. Nice. That's actually pretty nice. I actually have the smoke. Oh yeah, he's kind of smoking there. That's how you know it's definitely dead. But yeah, these guys are definitely interesting. Again, these would have probably just been kind of with Hgcu soldiers sometimes. Or maybe they would have been in Zen, but that would have been weird. Next we have the scientist and the security guard. We already looked at these guys earlier when we were looking at the alpha versions. But yeah, they will follow you as well. And you know, they're just the...
I'm the one man who knows everything.
I love how all the lines they have. But yeah, I'll have them here with me. I'll spawn some more security guards and Otis. To help me with some of these other fellows. Next we have the Shock Trooper and the Shock Roach. Now, Shock Trooper is this fellow, which is one of the Race X creatures in opposing force. As you can see there, they actually deploy their weapon, which is the Shock Roach. They actually hold it. You can actually, oh jeez. Well, they tear apart the world. Let me just go and show you. Here, yes, you can obtain this weapon in opposing force, and similar to the Hive Hand, you can see they just kind of blast the heck out of you. You also have this, I guess, grenade, which is kind of interesting. As you can see, they just blast the heck out of you. And you can have a crouching animation and a standing animation when shooting. But you can use the Shock Roach against them, of course, and just blow them up. I just want to showcase again before they get obliterated that when you actually kill these guys, the fun is not over per se, because the Shock Roach will try to kill you as it leaps around. It doesn't fire anything as far as I remember, but it will leap at you, and then eventually it just kind of dies. And then the first time this happens, you obviously pick up the Shock Roach. Hey, you're still alive. And yeah, pretty nice that they're here. This is one of my favorite enemies from the opposing force game. His eyes closed and everything. Now, we saw him a few times when I was showing off the Gene Worm. But yeah, and again, you can give the rag dolls. Like so. Let's see if we can do it with the Shock Roach ragdoll. Yep. See there? Less gives because it's a smaller creature. Next we have the Snark. This is, oh boy, a crazy little bugger that you meet in Half-Life, which you can use as a weapon. And I don't recommend using it as a weapon usually, unless you know you're safe, because once you deploy this thing, it will come back at you eventually, because it's an enemy, and they do a lot of damage, but you can take care of them. And eventually just sometimes randomly explode, like so, after a period of time, because they're supposed to be in a nest, this thing. See, it's kind of like an organism of its own, kind of just houses these things. Once you break one of these open, however, a bunch of them deploy, and they will tear you apart. But yeah, they're quite lethal. Let's spawn in an Otis. Yeah, he can't do anything. He cannot do anything. These guys are ruthless in numbers. Just one is a little annoying and tedious. But when there's a whole bunch of them, you're kind of screwed until they all explode. Can't tell you how many times I've died in spectacular fashion from just a single snark. Okay, next we have the Tentacle. Oh god. This is another kind of boss enemy that you fight in Half-Life. You have to, these guys are contained within like a rocket silo. Not a rocket silo. It's like this, a rocket, it's an actual rocket, and it's just in there, killing everyone. There's 3 of them together, and it'll just slam the heck out of you. And you're supposed to activate these engines and bring fuel to the rocket so that you can blow these things up. But these guys react to sound. You can see here, they can probably hear my footsteps. And they just kind of annihilate you. I'm not sure if they actually react to grenades like they do in the actual game. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think they do, but that's alright. Because, kind of out in the open. You also fight these guys just randomly outside sometimes, and in some Zen levels in opposing force. Oh, what? Did I annihilate them? Oh wait, it probably went under the ground. Because they do that. I just kind of fly over here. Maybe? But yeah, these guys can extend pretty tall because of the level that they're in. And yeah, this is just, you know, the tentacle of whatever this thing is. Cool. Very creepy. But yeah, if you spawn one of these guys, you should be able to take it out, maybe. It can't move. Let me just move out of the way. Please don't. Yes, thank you. As you can see there. There's its death animation. Let's just get rid of you. So, it just kind of sinks into the ground. But you're definitely one of my favorites in Half-Life as well. Here is the next enemy, the Tor. This is like a, let me just ignore flanking real quick so we can look at this. This is an alpha enemy as well. Kind of like a Vortigaunt prince. That's kind of what he reminds me of. But he looks very cool. This guy would have been interesting in the game, but once we ignore or turn on ignore players. Did I turn off ignore players? No, I did not. There we go. When he notices you, he uses his magic abilities to spawn in enemies. And he also has a homing ability. Both of these enemies here both have homing abilities. Not fun. No, no. Yes. Thank you. But yeah, if I spawn some friends, let me spawn some HGCU. Just kind of, oh, they're not helping me. There, help me. I'll showcase here. He spawns in more enemies over and over as time goes on, and he has a ranged ability. He's kind of like a mini boss. But you can kill him. He is killable. Then he just kind of drops dead. Oh. Oh, he even drops his Spectre. That's a nice touch. Ow. These hornets, go! But yeah, he actually drops his Spectre. I don't think it was a weapon out. Let's go down there, please. But you can also look at its ragdoll. This would have been a pretty difficult enemy to deal with. Hopefully there's only one planned, but it never showed up in the actual game. Which is a shame in a way, but I feel like he would have been kind of tedious and annoying at times. But very nice to see him here. We already looked at the Ops earlier when we showcased the Black Ops version. We have the few more fellas here. We have the Voltigor. This is an opposing force enemy. There's a few levels where there's just a ton of these fellas. It's under, well, not underground, but in these little dark tunnels. Very fun. But yeah, these guys are a little bit bulky, I would say. Because they have quite a decent amount of health. Let me just grab, I guess we can use this here. Boop. Let's try and take him out. He doesn't have too much health. I guess he can be considered, I don't say he's a mini boss, I'll just say he's kind of just a bulky enemy. But yeah, he shoots these projectiles at you, these like electric projectiles, and he also has a melee attack. As you saw there, got a few different animations for that. But jeez, died a few times from these, and as you can see, they explode. I can't remember. I think every time you kill them, they explode. Actually, if I remember correctly, because I remember having them just have electric energy flow out of them, and then you just every time. I think. Oh no, there you go. You can have a ragdoll, 420 health. Pretty beefy. Yeah, it's been a while since I played opposing force. Whoa. Oh, I forgot you were down here. Yeah. I'd rather deal with these. Yeah, you have fun with that. You have fun with those two. And then cut from the game, I think. Was it cut from the game? I think it was. We have the baby version. Now these guys are a little fun. Let me just... Oh, I don't think these guys were. Never mind. I'm just having dementia or something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think these guys were cut. But, yeah, they're just baby versions of the enemy. And, oh jeez, didn't mean to do that. And there would be like these little nests. Yeah, these guys weren't cut. Because there was nests in the game. And they would just be kind of there. Then they're just kind of the same enemy, just, you know, weaker. Of course, because they're smaller baby forms. Similar animations. Basically the same attack. And, yeah, I'm glad they included both of them here, though. Alright, here's another fun one. Oh. He killed both of them? He did. Alright, next we have the Zen ceiling turret. I remember seeing this thing and I was like, what? Like, what's shooting me? Took me a while to realize that this random Zen life form is just blasting me over and over again. But, yeah, it's... can you kill it? I can't remember if you can kill it. Let's see if they have... It has health here, so I think you can kill it in Half-Life. I never actually tried to kill it. I think I just ran away from it. I wasn't sure what the heck I was dealing with. But there you go. Yep, it just kind of gives, and then this part's still attached, because this would be part of the Zen, I guess, Earth rock. But yeah, here's the gibs, if you want to mess with those. But yeah, definitely a tedious enemy, but still nice that they included it here. Next we have the Zen Crystal. Now this was, you know, one of the crystals surrounding the Neolinth. If you want to spawn more of them, to make the Neolinth fight even more difficult, you can have more if you wish. And then of course you can... Don't recommend doing that. You'll blow yourself up. Let's see here. Next we have some more just Zen, I guess, ambience entities. These are the Zen hair. I'm glad they included these though. As you can see, it's just, well, kind of like hair. You just kind of sit there. They don't do anything to you. They just kind of add to the alien world. And you can't kill them, as far as I know. So you would shoot them in Half-Life and it doesn't do anything. There's entities. But they won't hurt anyone. Another entity that was part of the Zen life is the Zen plant light. I guess you would call it that. Yeah. See, if you get close to them, they actually kind of hide. But as soon as you leave for a little while, they should sprout up again. Yep. As you can see, they actually have a little bit of light. As you can see around them. I think it would be better if I put them, you know, in a dark area. Like how most of Zen is dark. You can see they have quite a bit of light around them. Put one up here. There you go. You can use them as lights, and of course, I don't think you can kill them. Nope. You can't kill them in Half-Life. Oh, I thought that was part of it. There's this shell. But yeah, I'm kind of glad they included these. Because I really like this kind of Zen entities. And of course, when they, you know, go down, their light shuts off. Which is very nice. Before we get into this thing, we're going to look at the Zen Spores, which are some more kind of just entities that are part of the landscape of Zen. There's these spores, which come in 3 different sizes, small, medium, large. And again, you can't do anything to these. They just kind of there. It's part of life. Zen. It's kind of like a plant. And then, speaking of plants, we have the Zen Tree. Now, this thing is actually hostile. If you get close to it, it'll sense your presence and try to basically pierce you. And yeah, it does quite a bit of damage. And, well, you can see there, I did not realize this, when it hits you, it actually takes your health and adds it to it. I like that. But you can just kind of stand behind it. And knives don't work, and I don't think guns work. Yeah, explosives on the other hand. As you can see there, it did some damage. Oh no, it's freaking out because it's on fire. But let me just use this on here. You can see the gib once you explode them. You can see all their little bits. And of course, their gibs make the same little textures. Oh god, I set this place on fire. Just gonna leave that be. But I like the Zen Tree a lot. It's definitely just kind of creepy alien vibes. Alright, here's the Zen Sentry Cannon. Let me spawn this thing a little bit away. Now this is, I think you see this kind of like in the background. I don't recall if it actually shot at you. So I don't remember it shooting at me. But it's very fast. Let me just go into ignore players. As you can see here, it's kind of this gray metallic, definitely not human looking cannon. And if you spawn in some... What? Oh, thank you, Egg Wars Masters, for subscribing to the channel. Very nice for you to join us. But this cannon here, let me just test it on some zombies. It just absolutely just blasts them to pieces. And I think this is another little fun enemy to include. For you can have like a whole line of these things. And then you can spawn in some military. You know, they'll just blast the heck out of the chopper. I think it's really fun. Oh yeah, I thought so. I thought I saw it. Kind of wish it showed up more because it's definitely kind of interesting. I mean, you can kill them, so I feel like they should have been in more levels, but at least you can spawn as many as you want in Gary's mod now, thanks to you guys. You can kill them, like I mentioned. Let me just put a charge here. You have 100 health, so you can just boom, and then the gib, all their pieces fly everywhere. Beautiful metal sounds. It just makes the standard metal. But yeah, these guys aren't like too difficult to take out. It doesn't seem you can use guns on them, which makes sense. You can use more alien technology and explosives on them, which makes sense because they're, you know, metal-plated sentries. Just take this guy out. Spore launcher, boop, boom. Let's see here. Let's get back to the NPC category. We already looked at the zombie, but we didn't look at the security guard zombie and the soldier zombie, which appear in opposing force. And yeah, they're basically just the same zombie enemy, but just different because it would make sense that security guards and soldiers would become zombies because, you know, they're also present there. But yeah, they have the same health and are practically the same enemy, just a little more variety there, which I think is a very nice inclusion into both opposing force and this mod. But yeah, that was all the gold source enemies included in Half-Life Resurgence, but there is also a source category. Now, you might recognize a few of these faces. These are all enemies a part of Half-Life 2 or Half-Life 2 Beta. If excuse me, I'm gonna grab my cup of water over here because I've been talking quite a bit and I'm dehydrated. But excuse me. To wrap up the Zen portion before we move on, a large amount of NPCs, which I actually love a lot, and I love the inclusion of the alpha enemies as well, because a lot of them are kind of forgotten by a lot of people in, I guess, the fan base, and I'm kind of glad that they're included here. And the NPCs are all very interactable, and you can make quite some amazing, I guess you can make anything with these. You can have them fight each other, have them fight other enemies, you can fight them yourselves, build your own little levels if you wish, using Half-Life maps. You can make your own Half-Life maps and then go into Gary's mod and just fill them with these enemies. They're just really fun. And I'm glad they are all included here. But we also have the Half-Life 2 kind of category. First NPC here. Actually, I can showcase the weapons now, because the weapons are actually, I guess, in the style, or from this game. We have the Alex gun, the charge bow, the combine sniper, and the resistance RPG. Let me just go back to the source tab. So, the Alex gun. This is Alex Vance's weapon, which is a, I guess, automatic pistol. As you can see here, works well. Make them fight Among Us NPC. I don't think I have an Among Us NPC. If I do, then it's, wait, hold on. Wait. I do have an Among Us NPC. I do. There you go. That's not a normal Among Us NPC. It's supposed to be a scary Trevor Henderson monster. But, how much health is it? 6,660. I'm just gonna go to town. Apaches. That's okay. You guys stay over there, maybe. Okay, they're not interested in the imposter. Oh well. Sussy. But here's Alex Vance. Well, if we look at her weapon, the weapon is automatic. Can't aim it, obviously, because it's Half-Life 2 straight and Half-Life Strafe style, which I actually like more than most other games. You can see Alex Vance is here.
So many ways to die out here.
She actually includes her voice lines.
Here, take some of my ammo. I can't believe you made it so quickly on foot.
She actually has some of her lines from the game. Oh, I can see that she has the Half-Life 2 Episode 2 skin included, which I like. Oh god. Oh god. Hey, you're actually down quite a bit of health. You know, we're gonna use that Alex gun on you. You can see here the Alex gun is automatic and is quite powerful actually. Just killed the imposter from Among Us. Here's Alex Vance. She has the Alex gun. I think she always spawns with the Alex gun. Now, this is a bit weird. There's more than one Alex. But let me just test her abilities on some zombies from Half-Life 2. These are just part of Gary's mod. So you can see here. Oh wow, she actually has like strafing, unlike the actual NPC including Gary's mod, which is kind of just stands there. She can have a shotgun, but it's basically just a superior version of the one included in Gary's mod, which is pretty nice. Let's see. I want to try something. Does she have her melee ability? Oh, she can melee. Ow. She's also not just like invincible. There you go. I wonder if they're gonna include the Half-Life 1 like Half-Life 2 episode 1 like finisher animations that Alex has when she's fighting zombies. That'd be pretty cool. But as you can see, she just guns down zombies quite well. And she actually has a melee attack, unlike the other original NPC included here. When we go find it again, this one will just kind of, well, it's like invincible, but despite that, it'll just kind of shoot while she's being attacked, which is, ooh, nice. That'll be cool to see. I'll definitely check out the mod again once it updates. But yeah, Alex just kind of has her ability, or a melee attack, and seems to be slightly more intelligent than the original NPC. But yeah, she's doing well. While she's shooting zombies, we can look at Barney. Now they've included Barney in here too. Wields a shotgun, or an AR too. I think he can also have the SMG. Yeah. You can have a few different weapons. I just spawn this one. He has a few of the lines. They actually wander around, unlike the human resistance ones. You can also have them follow you, which is actually nice, because the human resistance ones just sit there. He will actually follow you. That's kind of nice.
That damn thing haunts me.
What?
Good luck out there, buddy.
Hurry back. Yep. But why?
I'm with you, buddy. I'll meet up with you later.
Actually have nice lines included there too.
What's this?
I like how you actually feel alive now. Let's spawn in another zombie just to show off Barney. Barney can shoot too. You can see there he's doing an AR-2. Yeah, they actually feel alive now. Unlike the human resistance ones that just kind of sit there and shoot. And then they don't really wander around, and then when you hit E on them, they don't really say anything. I'm kind of glad that they are included here with actual lines. Next we have the Citizen.
Gordon Freeman. Okay, I'm ready.
He'll also follow you. And he obviously comes in
Freeman.
all the different Citizen models that are included in the game. Half-Life 2.
You're not serious.
He can follow you. If you notice the models look a little different, it's because I have the Enhanced Citizens mod. That's why some of their eyes and models are not actually from Half-Life 2. They're just like slightly altered. Be nice, Mr. Van Piggy. That was
Do we have any
the
idea how long
animation.
until the super portal's active?
But yeah, it's nice that you can have the citizens actually follow you now.
Yes.
If you, there you go. There you go. You can actually have them follow you. But yeah, and they also wander around.
Well, that was random. God, I'm hungry. Okay.
Okay. But yeah, they don't really do much. Let me try something. We're gonna spawn in the next NPC. Let me put Alex down here. And Barney as well. We're gonna spawn in a civil protection and ignore players. I'm assuming, yep. This is the, obviously, after Gordon Freeman's been on the loose. Here's the civil protection. As you can see here, if I despawn with, oh jeez, hopefully I didn't crash the game. There we go. You can see this, that Metro Cop actually had a manhang attached to him. That was cool. As you can see here, they spawn up a different, oh, welcome Thunder got to the stream. We're just taking a look at the Half-life Resurgence NPCs. Right now we're in the source category, the second part of the mod. As you can see here, the Metro Cops patrol. It's very nice, and sometimes they have a manhack attached to their back. It's a very nice touch. And you make a lot more radio chatter. You also have the walking sounds, which I remember Gary's mod didn't used to have at one point. But if you spawn a citizen or multiple citizens, oh jeez, not expect that. As you can see, they deploy the manhacks. Let me go back here. Where are you at? Half-life Resurgence. Oh, Alex destroyed manhack. Another one of the Half-life Resurgence weapons I will use to test on all these fellas here is the charge bow. Oh yeah, I have to pick them up because they're BJ based. I'm not sure if this is an original weapon or if this is a beta weapon. I think this is a beta weapon. But correct me if I'm wrong. Basically, I'll showcase in a second. This is a bow that it's pretty overpowered, I would say. Might get absolutely gunned down here. Let me just set myself up a barricade of bathtubs. No. A few of these. As you can see here, I power it up. As you can see, it's hence the name power bow. And then once we use this thing, it incinerates the enemy. A pretty nice range. Oh wow, they're sneaking. That's really nice. That's really cool. Actually trying to sneak up on me. Ow. And they won. Hold on, you. Deploy some of these. Can I join? Perhaps. After I finish the review. Then you can join, maybe. Maybe. I'd have to add you on Steam if I don't have you on Steam already. Oh jeez. Charge boat. I'll just spawn this again. I really want to showcase this. I'll just ignore players for now. But basically, like I showed you, from the Japanese arcade game. Oh, right. Half-Life Survivor. Yeah, I saw a few videos on that, and a lot of interesting concepts in that game. I really like this bow, though. Oh, just kind of phased right through him. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Okay, hold on, I can just go to the Left 4 Dead mod here. Aha, now I have 9,998 ammo. That's interesting. It's kind of just bouncing off. Probably because I have ignore players on. Or maybe not. Maybe they just have armor. No, they're using my cover. Let's use this Combine Sniper instead. As you can see, here's the next weapon, the Combine Sniper. Which I think was also used in that arcade game, actually, but is actually kind of like a weapon the Combine Sniper uses, but you know, you don't actually see it. There's a few aim settings. You can aim down once, twice, and then a third time for even closer. As you can see, it has a laser sight, just like the Combine Sniper. There's actually a Combine Sniper NPC in this mod that we'll look at. And yeah, this fires a electric sniper bolt. We tested it on a zombie. See, it's basically an insta kill on most basic enemy types. Oh geez, and they have the VJ base blood, obviously. Oop. Takes care of enemies quite easily. Speaking of enemies, there's actually another civil protection unit that was going to be in the game. The Civil Protection Elite. Part of ow, jeez. You're definitely elite. So you can see if you saw for a second there, the model is a little different. And he deployed a manhack as well. I missed. That didn't kill the manhack. But yeah, he's I think he has more health than the standard Metro Cop, and he seems to be a little more ruthless. Ow, 60 health. I'm missing all my shots. Let me check a look at this other guy here. Yeah, he has 50 health, and the Elite has 60. But yeah, here he is. Better look at the model. It was part of the beta. Let's see here. Very nice textures. Would have been kind of cool to see this guy, but again, he wouldn't really have more purpose beyond slightly stronger version of Metro Cop. As you can see, the models are there's some, I guess, overlap with the models, but there's some obvious differences, mainly the mask and the coloration of the uniform. But you can kill them. They are killable, obviously. I like how they are included here. I really like the Elite's colors, the red here. Boop. Next we have the Combine Sentry Gun. Oh gosh. So this is the turret. What I'm guessing is a little more intelligent than the normal, and it seems to be on all the time. If you get behind it, oh god. Where are you? Where are you? Ow. Get away from me. Oh, there you go. Eventually deactivates. There we go. Took care of him. But the sentry, you can't pick this one up, and obviously it won't follow you. Once you shoot it though, or you know, walk in front of it, he'll gun you down. Then you can get out of his range. And once you shoot him enough times, he will die. As you can see, he is doing just fine. He's smoking. He's deactivated. Ow! I forgot you were down there. Don't. Stop moving. Alright, we're gonna use the last weapon, the Resistance RPG. So you see here, it's basically a Half-Life 2 RPG, just more like the Resistance, where it has, I guess, more smoke. Oh god, here it comes. Boop. Behaves more like the NPC RPG, which is a little bit different, which is a nice touch. Speaking of Resistance, we have Father Gregory. He's not really part of the Resistance. I mean, I guess you can consider him part of it. But he actually has his lines from the game, which is a very nice touch. You can see he has his Annabelle rifle. Let's put him up against his favorites, the zombies. And he rambles just like he does in the game. Oh, and he has a melee attack. You might want to get out of there. Fortunately, his rifle only has 2 shots, but that's just how the gun is. So he has quite the time. He has to reload often. But he does have a melee. And 100 health. Nice. I like how he's the laugh. But, yes, you can terminate him if you want to. Which is not ideal. Of course, you can't pick up his weapon because that's an NPC weapon, but that's alright. But yes, it's nice to have Father Gregory. Let's spawn him in. Actually, the next NPC we have is the Merkava tank. Now, this is part of the Half-Life 2 beta. As you can see, it's a Resistance tank here. So you can see there's a Resistance member up there. There was an NPC mod that added this tank as well earlier. It was a little glitched. I think this one's a better version. It has 500 health. We're just going to test it on some beta Civil Protection Elites. You can see here, the tank has a gun on the top of it, a turret, and also there's someone, I guess, inside of the tank operating the main gun here. And see, everyone died because it's a tank. And the bullets didn't pierce through its shield. But if you felt inclined to attack your own peers, you can do so. See the person you can terminate independently. And you can shoot the tank, and it will pierce the armor, and you can blow it up. Boop. One last blow. There you go. As the BJ base kind of tank def, which is serviceable. And now you have the gifts of the tank, which you can have, and also the I guess body gib smokes, or there's smoke kind of erupting out of it. It's very nice. Oh, poor citizen. But yeah, the citizen on the top will be different almost every time. As you can see here,
With you here, Dr. Freeman, we can finally make some headway.
it's just a rebel, and he can't follow you. As you can see, it's basically a second NPC. As you can see here, it kind of fits into this little area here. It's like a real tank. But yeah, they'll deal some damage to your Combine friends. They're pretty overpowered, and I really like them. Very nice tank NPCs. But you guys can sit down here for later. Next, we have a whole row of Combine. Let me grab let's grab this beta weapon, the HMG1. I think that's what it is. Spawn this thing in. Here we are. Next, we have the Overwatch Elite. Now, this guy is a great friend. Ow. Okay, these guys pack a punch like most VJ base Combine NPCs. See, you don't stand a chance. Let me see if an HEV suit will fare me any better. Let's see. Hello, you. Probably not. Let's take an ice pick to him. As you can see, he's an Overwatch soldier. Oh, a little bit, but not much. I just ignore players right now. He has radio chatter, just like standard Overwatch. As you can see, he has the, I guess, upgraded AR2 rifle. Or the VJ base AR2 rifle, that is. See, he has 100 health, and he wanders about. Of course, shoot him, he'll start running. Oh, wow. He actually has, like, armor-plated sound effects and electrical sounds as well. That's a nice touch. But these guys pack a serious punch. Their best bet is to take cover with these guys, or get as close as you can. Ow. These guys will absolutely blow you apart. Or, you know, you could just... Duh. What? Oh. My rocket bounced off of him and freaked out, but he died anyways from the impact. I mean, that makes sense. Next we have the Overwatch Engineer. I'm not sure if this would be... Oh god. Not really a beta, I think, but more of a just an added class. See, here he has a... Whoa. I didn't mean for that to happen. Here, yeah. As you can see, he deployed a turret. Of course, he has a, like a electric flamethrower. Gosh, we need to take a look at him before he gets blown up by the tank. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, he kind of has like an electric flamethrower. Combine Ranger. Oh, okay. That's a nice touch there. Kind of like this weapon. But yeah, as you can see here, definitely like an electric flamethrower kind of device. And then here's the soldier himself. Reminds me of a shotgunner mixed with a normal soldier. As you can see, he's very nice. Like the, as you can see, there's like an indicator that he is in fact engineer. He has a skin. Don't think it did anything, but I think it's because it's part of the Combine Overwatch ragdoll, kind of just, you know, retextured. But yeah, very cool, very nice addition. Oh god, there's all these turrets up here now. Let's get rid of those. But yeah, very dangerous in large numbers, because once you deploy a whole huge line of turrets, you're basically screwed. Next we have the Overwatch Prison Guard. Ow. He has the VJ base SMG. As you can see, he fires grenades, just launches grenades out like the standard Combine Overwatch. And he will gun you down, as he should, because you're Gordon Freeman. But yes, he's practically the same, obviously just improved with the VJ base code. And it appears Ragdoll is enhanced too. Maybe it's just because I've never stared at the Ragdoll in person. Yeah, it's just probably nothing. Yeah, it's the same Ragdoll. But very nice that they're included here in the enhanced VJ base code. And this guy can have an AR2 as well. And of course, they have melee abilities, and you can do a large amount of damage. Yeah, here's the VJ base AR2. I like the blue effect there. And I also like the armor sound that the Combine make when you're shredding through their armor. Hello. Sorry about your face. But, can't have the soldier guard without the shotgunner. Oh gosh. Definitely do not like the combine shotgunners in the actual game. So they'll just run up to you, sneak up right behind you, and just blast you. And the rapid fire of the shotgun. Here it's a little more realistic, which I like. You can see he's trying to shoot me from a distance. Not a good idea of a shotgun, mate, but you tried. As you can see, again, he's just enhanced with the BJ-based combine. Just flop you over here with your friend. Always liked that they had prison guard, I guess, uniforms. Even though, you know, there's kind of mindless clones made by the Combine for the Overwatch. But, props to the Combine for giving them, you know, different clothes. Oh, here's another shotgunner. This, the standard shotgunner soldier. If I remember correctly, when Half-Life 2 actually came out, the shotgunners had the exact same eyes as the, normal Combine. Exact same uniform as their, I guess, normal Combine counterparts, but then they eventually added in these textures for these guys, which is interesting, if I remember correctly. But again, same as the prison shotgunner, and then I'm just going to move this guy here because he's going to be the same as the prison guard. He will just fire upon you. Same kind of Combine soldier AI. They are in the advanced code, BJ-based code, which is nice. And again, you make the armor sound effects when you pierce the armor. As you heard there, which I really like. That's my favorite part of these BJ-based Combine. That their armor actually makes sound effects beyond, you know, just standard nothing. Just grab this guy. You guys are also quite, seems to be easier to take out. Which is not much of a challenge, but these guys are, you know, their armor actually helps them. And they're a little bit more intelligent and have better aim, with the exception of the shotgunners. You know, it's a shotgun. Shotguns don't aim. They're all about power. There you go. Those are the normal Combine soldiers from Half-Life 2. All of these fellas, except for the exception of the Engineer. But next we have the Sniper, which is well, there is a sniper in Half-Life 2, but he's just a Combine soldier just kind of hiding, and he has a blue laser coming out of him, and then you just throw a grenade and take him out. But this is an actual NPC sniper that you can actually see, and he actually is holding a sniper. I just turn on ignore players real quick so I can showcase this. See, he has the sight, or the laser, and the sniper weapon, and a own unique uniform, which is very nice as well. Definitely would be more effective. I'll help him with his job and hiding in dark rooms. And his eyes don't really light up either, which makes sense. They have 80 health. For comparison, the soldiers have 60 health. And then their armor obviously makes sounds as well. The beta shotgun is so loud. Then you can just, you know, take them out. And you can take the sniper, because this is the sniper weapon we looked at earlier. But yeah, I like how you guys included this actual sniper model. Actual nice little dark camo-ish. But yeah, he exists, and he's cool. And you can actually have a Combine sniper now. Now, this is probably my favorite of the Combine soldiers included here. It's the Overwatch soldier from Half-Life 2 beta. Oh god. Let me just ignore players again. So I can show you the differences. He has 60 health, and slightly different animations, as you saw there. The uniform is the major difference here, rather than the model. The model has some slight differences between the final product, but you can see there's yellow on the arms and this more bluish gray camo. And obviously your eyes don't really light up. They're kind of like a reddish brown. And yeah, he has one of the beta weapons. I can actually show you the beta weapon right here. I think it's this one. Is it this one? It's definitely this one. Maybe. Can't really tell. See, there's a beta sound effect there. It's the beta rifle, one of these beta rifles here. You can see, very nice yellow color. And you can see the eyes better now that he's laying on the ground. But, let me just deploy a few of them, or one of them. But yeah, they open fire upon you, and they're just as deadly as the Combine that are out. And the final product. He makes the same armor-plated sounds as well. And he's very dead now. Now there's a few NPCs left. These are all friendlies. First we have the Rebel. Oh hey, it's an M16.
I wouldn't believe it if I couldn't see with my own eyes. Dr. Gordon Freeman himself.
Oh, that's kind of me. And yeah, so they can actually follow you now. Which is nice.
Hey, Doc.
And oh yeah, the medics are included here. Hey, you have one of the beta rifles.
You should knit that kind of
You do too. Very nice. Oh, hi. Shotgun was very close to my face. Included here as well, we have the Rebel Engineer. Whoa. Now, I don't think this is part of the mod. This might be because of the Enhanced Citizen mod. But, his face. Yeah, it's the texture of the, uniform. The, engineer uniform. Kind of just masked to the face. If you don't have the Enhanced Citizens mod, this will work perfectly fine. But, you'll see the unique, design for the Rebel Engineer. Sorry I can't show it here. Cursed Enhanced Citizen mod. And then we also have the Refugee, which, basically a rebel with you know, the refugee clothing, and then lower tier weapons, including a crowbar. And then these engineers I'll showcase when we spawn in like a few Overwatch. As you can see here, oh geez, lag. There's a lot of bullets. As you can see here, they deploy the resistance turrets, which have a few skins. There's the Combine. Yeah. There we go. Here's some of the... Oh, they're firing at manhacks. As you can see here, they're basically just turrets, but, you know, they're on your side and will help you instead of, you know, absolutely obliterating you into nothingness. Turret versus turret. Good job, guys. But these guys are also very nice to have, like a little base. And let's say a horde of zombies just come out of nowhere. Then you can easily take care of them if you're fun turret friends. You'll just kind of cut through them. Oh, you might need the help. Sure they don't blow each other up. There you go. But I think that is going to wrap up this review. Whew, a lot of talking. How long have we been streaming? 2 hours and 34 minutes. Jeez. This is one of the longest streams I ever did. I wanted to do this mod, showcase as a, I guess, a live stream because, again, there's a lot to cover here, a lot of great stuff, and I didn't want to try and make it into like an actual video or whatnot. But this live stream is still going to be uploaded here, or I guess available to watch, because this is a mod review after all. But yeah, definitely a lot of great NPCs here. So a lot of great, like, just play with all these things for hours and hours and hours. It's just a lot. And then you have the gold source stuff, and then if you like your source stuff more, then you got your source friends. And some of the beta NPCs. Oh god, it's loud over here. We're just... He's in the skybox. Just gonna leave this area. But, as I mentioned before, they will be updating this mod and adding more features to the mod probably new weapons, and other stuff. So, I'll probably make like maybe like an updated video or an updated live stream where I cover all the new stuff, new features. Oh jeez. The new features. There's the other Upper C animation. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I definitely did, looking at all these great NPCs here and also the nice weapons. This is definitely a surprise for one of the developers to actually come and watch the stream. Thank you for chiming in and providing some, I guess, background information on some of the stuff I wasn't familiar with. Oh geez, the Apaches is blowing everyone up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream / review. The mod will be in the description below. I highly recommend that you download the mod and test it out, try it out, play around with it for yourself, because it's just a blast. And definitely, I would say, probably one of the best NPC mods that's come out in Gmod history, honestly, as it's just so much NPCs, and they're not just like copy and paste code. There's like effort put into it, and it's very nice. And yeah, so I'll see you guys all in the next video or stream.